Ava Kris Tyson, you've been silent on this because
God.
they're trans, is that right?
Yes, I love trans people and would never. I'm currently in the trans cabal. That's the corruption that Weegiepie is actually talking about. I'm currently in the trans cabal and being silenced to talk about this issue. Hold on, can you give me a second? Sorry.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Sorry, the trans people just called me and said me I can't make my comments anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
It's been alright apart from the Great British Race War that's currently been happening these last few days. But apart from that, it's fine. Yeah, man.
Well, without getting too political, what do you think about this race war?
I don't know if I want to be like. This is gonna be like a lame take, but I feel like it is just kind of like a repeat of like a massive riot. That, like you remember like in 2011 where they had the
Yes.
like the Tottenham riots, and before that was Oldham, and before that it was like Brixton. I feel like this is just like another one where like there is kind of an issue, like there's like a serious issue that people are like campaigning for, but that's been like totally opted by people just wanting to loot because looting's fun or whatever, and it's like spreading. It's like copycat riots across the country and stuff. That's basically what's going on.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, that's
Reasonable.
my entire view of it.
Okay. What do you think of Muslims?
Well, listen, let's talk about Muslims. Let's talk about Muslims. I don't really have a problem with Muslims, man. I've obviously for those in the chat who don't know, and this might sour your opinion of me, but I am brown. but like I grew up around. I
don't actually know that.
You don't know that?
No, well,
Yeah,
you never
Sikh.
told me.
Oh,
are you?
I'm Sikh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the better ones, to be honest. You know, Sikhs tend to be quite base.
the better one? Yeah, I appreciate that.
No, Sikhs are some of the most racist people sometimes. You get these Sikhs that are like connected to the EDL, and they're more racist than the white people. They go crazy for it. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, well, I don't really like in a lot of like Sikhs especially when I was young, they will like idolize nationalism and conflicts going in India where like they were straight like terrorism stuff. So like a lot of sects of Sikhism will like actively glorify that. I was in like a temple, like one of the places of worship, and there was like an entire wall of like martyrs. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Even when I was like 13, I was like, this is kind of wrong. So I feel like I've kind of become like disillusioned with Sikhism, but I still follow it because I was born with it. Like my parents follow it as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Listen, I'm sorry to do this, but I just must get your take on this. I'm just going to throw it on the screen now.
All right.
So there was I believe a Sikh gentleman who participated in the Olympic shooting event.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this clearly racist meme?
I don't care about it. It's a joke. It's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like.
Go on, please. Say your piece for your people.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like it's just a joke. I don't really like care about it. It's like you're joking, whatever. You guys.
No, sure. Normally, these kind of Bobs and Virgin jokes don't tend to be about Sikhs or outwardly observable Sikhs. They tend to just be about Indian people in general, So it was a bit odd for me. I thought, I don't think a Sikh would do a Bobs and Virgin, to be honest with you. I think they're a bit more respectable than that. But anyway.
I've been to Punjab before. Like that's where my family are from. So I've been there before, and I feel like it's like pretty different to. Yeah, I usually have like the idea of like all these Indians are on the street fucking eating shit and whatever. And it's like it's like in there. It's like my time was fine in there. I don't know what's fucking happening there. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of pride in my kind of my history, my ancestry, but I'm not gonna like glorify fucking terrorism. And that's fucking awful. So
yeah, sure, okay. So what are these allegations I'm hearing from this Toastify comment that alleges that you are actually corrupt and friends with all the people that are accusing him? What's that about?
Well, I'm not. I really don't know what he means by I'm corrupt because I don't really have any standing in this sort of community. Like I was just messaged by these people and like, hey, can you cover our stuff? They were like messaging me for like months straight. And I was like, I'll get around to it. But when I actually got around to it, I was like, oh fuck, this is actually serious. So I don't have any like close ties to any of these people. I only really have like close ties within like the commentary community. That's kind of it. So to say that I'm corrupt because I don't know, like I hopped in like a call with them once and I was like, what's going on here with some of this stuff? Like, it's dumb. It really does feel like Weegiepie is really arrogant, whereas like these allegations aren't gonna harm me. I'm not gonna get fucking taken down. Because when you're like he blew up at like what 12, 13 years old, like clipping videos and stuff and getting attention. Like I feel like he has this like self-inflated ego where I feel like he can't really be like he thinks he can't be taken down by something. But I feel like watching this video now, he may be shitting himself because I feel like this is like the purpose of my video was because I saw your stream and I was like, I feel like there isn't like a there isn't like an easy to digest timeline on what's
Mm.
going on. So I felt like that's what I needed to do. I read the entire 100-page document. I was like, okay, this can be summarized. I need to cut some stuff out, put some stuff in. And yeah, so the idea of the video isn't really to be like, this is like a huge takedown piece, where it's like an accessible like part to be like, look at this information, here it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was commenting on this earlier. This is kind of fundamental problem in the difference between my kind of content, which is like long form stream content, and then a summarized 20-minute video.
Hmm.
Is, you know, it's very difficult to capture the essence or the narrative of a 100-page document succinctly when you're doing a live stream about it, because especially if you're looking at it for the first time, it's difficult to know what to focus on, especially when there's a lot of extraneous stuff that isn't really relevant to the matter at hand. I can't remember
Yeah,
the Weegiepie
absolutely.
document. Was there stuff in there that was like, okay, you don't need to talk about this. This is excessive, and it's
Yeah.
just included for no real good reason, right?
There was an entire accusation of stalking, which I had to leave out because I don't really think
Right.
it was that apparent. I was like, I need to get to this like 12-year-old stuff whilst mentioning the important stuff. So there's an entire accusation of stalking. Weegiepie might be talking because there is like this entire thing has had like a life cycle of like different allegations being taken back and forth. There was like the ex who accused him of rape, obviously, as seen in the response, which I believe he like disproved. From what I saw, I think he disproved that pretty well, and she's since taken back her accusations. But I've also heard that apparently he's threatening other people, like he did with the 17-year-old, into silence and taking back their allegations. So
Okay. So you
yeah,
feel you're pretty confident in your YouTube journalism? Do you think?
absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. I must say, I'm trying to think of a video I've watched of yours where I've had a lot of issues or problems, and I don't really
Well,
come up with much. Why do you think you're so successful at like not getting kind of allegations of getting shit wrong and fucking things up?
I feel like because when I was like growing up, I was watching all these YouTubers, and when I started like really doing YouTube videos, that was around the time of like IMAX and Slazo, which was like a false accusation, and kind of embedded in my mind that like you should not make false accusations because let's say I fuck this up in some way, that would mean that like this guy gets fucking off scot free forever, you know. If
Mm.
this is like majorly fucked up, and like I feel like I like when I make these kind of videos, I want to make sure there's like absolutely no doubt in what I'm saying, or at least like it's very clear what I'm saying. So, for example, like this entire section about the 13-year-old, like she says she was 12 at the time. She says a bunch of messages about she was 12 at the time, but I didn't say she was. I didn't say she was 12 because I was like, I don't have any proof for that. I want to see the proof and evidence before I can properly make that claim.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult because you know, when I've just agreed so much, there's not really much to, you know, disagree on and question and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
guess I'll move on to a different topic, which we're probably going to agree on as well, to be honest. But maybe we won't. Ava Kris Tyson, you've been silent
Oh
on this because
God.
they're trans, is that right?
Yes, I love trans people and would never. I'm currently in the trans cabal. That's the corruption that Weegiepie is actually talking about. I'm currently in the
Okay.
trans cabal and being silenced to talk about this issue.
Now, cool. What's your
Um,
take? What do you think? You must have a take on it.
the Shadman stuff is really weird. Let's get that out of the way. The Shadman stuff is really fucking weird. I feel like it's really like unanimous to agree that sure there are a lot of people who like were fine with like Shadman's behavior, and that's one thing. But to like buy his artwork and print it out and hang it up on your room, that's like a whole nother level. So yeah. From what I've seen of the Prism stuff, the guy is a retard. Uh, like, hold on, can you give me a second?
Yeah,
Sorry,
sure, no
fuck.
problem. Jesus. Uh oh. He's getting in trouble. Talking to me. I'm pretty sure Toastify was quite a young lad. I think he's like 18 himself. Don't minimize it by calling it weird. Call it what it is. Oh no, Diesel baby, we've got a condemnation requirer. A
Sorry, the
specific.
trans people just called me and said me I can't make my comments
Oh,
anymore. My
okay.
apologies.
Okay, dude.
No, but the Prism guy is like a total retard. I feel like this is like a huge like of course the Disco DMs do not look good as well as that. They don't look like I feel like the Shadman stuff I would focus more on, but the Disco DMs themselves really don't look good. But it's like here's my question. Why is this in like the hands of like the most incompetent retards on earth? Why is it in the hands of like Prism 42 and this like dog pack schizo? You know?
Oh, so you don't rate this dog pack guy either then, no?
No, no. I listened to Lyric's coverage of what was going on yesterday, and I feel like he's just like so cryptic. I don't know if you listened to his call into like a Ludwig's stream,
I did
but he
listen
was
to that,
just
yeah.
he was just so like fucking like just cryptic and around. It's like motherfucker, what's going on here? Plus, do you remember his first video on Twitter? Where he was like playing Not
Yes.
Like Us with the NDA.
Yeah.
Is he
Yes.
is he actually gonna like fucking show the pedo stuff or what?
Yeah, that's exactly the same take as me. It was like oversold as what something it wasn't.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, do you think that do you have any agreement with any of the claims or any criticisms that he made of Mr. Beast, the dog pack guy?
Yeah, I think some of the charity stuff was pretty terrible. I think the Feastables one in particular, DJ Screwdriver is a really good thread that goes over that in more detail. But I think the Feastables point was good. But like the other ones where it's like, dude, this guy used CGI in this video. It's like, okay, I mean that's bad, but like, am I really gonna care that much about it? It's like, come on, really, really?
Yeah, I mean, there were some points that I think are worthy of public just discussion and scrutiny, and I just think if he'd have made the video more succinctly, and he probably could have made a 30-minute really tight video going over the biggest claims, but there was a lot of bloat in there that was just unnecessary. I mean, a bit like you said, you looked at the Weegiepie stuff, and there was one specific claim that you just wrote off and thought, well, I've looked at it, and there's not really much there, so I'm not going to go into that, right? There needs to be a bit of like scrutiny over what you're going to put in a video, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There has to be like stuff you gotta like take some stuff out and put some stuff in to fucking like make a good video. Otherwise, you're just gonna like fucking lose people's attention with that stuff. It's like you're gonna put some useless stuff that people are like, okay, I guess this is. Or I don't really care about this stuff. It's like, come on, really. Um, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like such a fucking. This whole, I mean, I feel like this is all kind of spiraled because it's like usually there was like this idea of like, oh, Chris Tyson bad and stuff, but it's like I don't think the backlash against Mr. Beast would be as big if it wasn't for the Chris Tyson stuff prior. If Dogpack just released his video without any of this stuff, I reckon I would not think he'd get 10 million views. I reckon there'd be people being like, he's a retard. But I think in about like a month's time, people are gonna come to the senses and be like, okay, some of this stuff was kind of exaggerated, you know? So yeah.
Yeah. When you say with the Ava Kris Tyson stuff, you said the Discord messages. I'm assuming you're
Uh,
talking about the ones that Prism
yeah.
presented. There was
Well,
something in
the
there.
Shadman stuff and the Discord stuff. Yeah.
Okay, because there was obviously another person that came out with more Discord leaks, which I thought was more damning. I don't know what you thought about that.
I mean, is that's what I'm referring to as well. I
Oh,
guess
okay, got it.
Discord leaks is like overall Discord leaks of like Prism as well as the person who leaked all the other stuff. Prism stuff. Prism is just like a fucking idiot. I don't know how this guy's getting mugged by Smaggledaggle daily on the timeline. It's fucking insane.
Oh, I forgot to cover that earlier. Yeah, he was arguing with Smaggle, and Smaggle was just posting like copy pastas, wasn't he? Is that what was going on?
He was posting like the slasher copy pasta, and then Prism's like, dude, I can't believe this guy fucking says this cryptic shit. What the hell? Look at this guy, guys. Look at this guy being like, come on. Really? Really? Dude,
Yeah.
Smiggle should not be getting this many W's this year. This is unnatural. King of Nothing, first King of Nothing, and now this. It's like, what's going on? And MamaMax as well. It's like, Jesus.
Oh, there's a topic we might disagree on, actually.
Oh, God.
Well, let's just put it out there. What are your thoughts on this new revelation about MamaMax working locally with like children's groups and being an advocate in court for children?
I don't. It feels weird. I feel like I wanna think that like he's like not the main operator in this whole situation because I feel like if he was the main operator in this situation, shit would be pretty bad. You know, there's
Hmm.
no way you can get someone who's had their fucking like mega account banned for like posting. Was it CP? Is it confirmed or?
Not 100%, but there's an extra comment which made it seem more so like it was that. Yeah.
As long as he's not in, I don't know. It is because he's like such a irresponsible guy. As long as he's, I feel like this might be a hot take. But it's like as long as he's not in charge of the fucking like thing, like I think we'll be fine. But that is not like because he's working with like film stuff, isn't he? In that place.
Yeah, I mean, what you said there is kind of my take, really. I guess that for me, what I'd be looking for is can someone lay out specifically what they think would happen that would be bad for me to really strongly condemn it and kind of get on board with this. I think there's some sort of petition going around where they
Hmm.
want people to sign to like
Oh, that's
get him
going
removed or
nowhere.
something. Like I
That's
don't know. That feels like too much to me. Participating to that level. Like I think if you've got a concern and you want to quietly raise it with an organization, that's your prerogative. But doing it publicly and being like, let's all sign a petition to get him removed, that seems a bit stupid to me.
I'm just thinking whether he would like. I imagine there's gotta be some sort of consent form where it's like you're allowed to be in like a social media put like public post. Because when I was in school, they would have to like go to my parents and be like sign that stuff. So is there some kind of thing with him with Max as, in that his in his fucking contract with that as well? So
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, from what I understand, I've not looked into this in any detail. This organization requires some sort of background check. How much of a
Hmm.
background check that would be, I don't know. How much of that would be discovered from being looked at online?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like I think there's genuine concern that's worth expressing, but this idea that he's going to be definitively some threat and he's going to be doing something crazy that's going to harm kids, I think that there's people around him, like you say, that would stop him from doing that if he was going to do something crazy. And also, this
Yeah.
might be good for him. Maybe he'll fucking learn something from this and come back and not be a total retard thinking he's fucking Batman taking down pedos. I don't know. Perhaps this
Yeah.
could be good for him. I don't know.
I mean, it's proven that like Max, when he works as like the head of an operation, is a fucking idiot. Like who's like all this the handling of the Camden Gerard Davis stuff, and like the people he has on payroll were like Slug, angry Slug, and like Craig Beckett. It's like so it's clear he has no idea how to like handle this kind of situation. I think it's really apparent, and I get the concern, but I
Hmm.
just feel like if he's not like in charge of something, if he's got like a fucking superior above him, it's like you need to like not do this shit, then yeah. But I get the
Okay.
concern, but I feel like it's a bit like a bit skittle to be like this guy should not be anywhere near kids. It's like whoa, Jesus.
Well, yeah, because dude, it's funny because we kind of agree on this. I think because to me, it was never the problem. Wasn't that he was like a risk to children? It wasn't going to diddle kids. I don't think it was just more so his complete incompetence and at times maliciousness in dealing with some of this stuff. Like
But
if
he
anything,
wasn't.
he's more of a threat to a pedo than he is to a
Yeah, he's not.
child.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking diddle the pedos, not the kids. He's sending his ass to them. Come on.
Okay.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I try to find something we disagree on. I don't think we do. So, was there
We
anything
both
else?
got amazing takes. We both have
We
insanely
do. We're
amazing
just it's
takes.
so. In fact, it was funny because when you included a clip of me that was like censored, right? And I
Hmm.
was like, "Is that me?" And I was thinking, "Why am I in this video?" And then I remembered, yeah, I'd covered that video and spoken about it, and
was
inevitably
there
had brilliant takes. So of course you're going to include that, right?
was there a second where you were like, "Shit, what if I said something fucking awful on this?"
Yeah, I was thinking like, fuck, I thought I had the right take on this, which is, just vaguely I remembered looking at it and thinking this guy's a weirdo. Like I don't like this guy. Like this guy, there's something wrong with this dude. And
Hmm.
thinking that there was some fucked up shit going on. But I think because it was like so disparate and so much information about it, different documents, it was hard to really pin it down exactly. So yeah, that
Yeah.
seemingly was reflected in the clips there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Weegiepie next. I'm hoping this video will do well and at least get some sort of like, because this guy's got 2 million subs. This is crazy. One of the things apparently he was like posting like girlfriend applications on his like community tab a few years ago.
Right.
Like a couple of years ago. So it's like this guy absolutely like uses his audience. This guy's a fucking freak. Anyone who dates like a 12 or a 13-year-old for like a year whilst 18 should probably not have a platform. I feel like this guy is like I don't want to be like wood chipper lol. I'm not gonna say that kind of shit because I feel like 2 years ago when I was 16 I would be like yeah just fucking throw him in. But I feel like now I have like a much more mature take of like all right these people just need to like not have a platform and just like get off and go to a fucking like a mental institute or something. You know.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I mean, dude, yeah. He's obviously gotten fucked up in his. You said it at the end, but it seems obvious to me he's got like fucked up in his head from weird porno shit when he was younger, filming like when he was 14, and it's just
Yeah.
developed into this real fucked up mentality that has made him some sort of predator.
I
So,
mean, it's
yeah,
crazy that he had that recording for like
yeah,
so
yeah.
long because I could not imagine like recording that because you would have like an archive to look back on. It's like what the fuck. So yeah, I don't really know. This guy is a freak. We'll see what happens if this picks up any steam or not. I'm gonna promo the fuck out of it, but we'll
Based.
see what. Yeah.
Okay, well, promo
Uh,
it now. Promo your channel right now, and
Watch
then
Toastify on YouTube. I make great videos. I won't be here yet next week because I'm on holiday, but after that, I'm posting a video. I'm going to Wales for more rioting. That's what's
based.
happening.
Well, have fun, mate, and yeah,
Thank
thanks for
you.
coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, man. See ya.
Pleasure. Bye bye.
Bye.
There we go, dude. So hard when you just have so much agreement with someone, One day we'll disagree, I'm sure.